If HandBrake is showing a corrupt file error or you keep getting a processing error during export, don't worry. In most cases, this does not mean your video is actually ruined. It usually means HandBrake ran into a worker process crash, a GPU decoding issue, or a muxing failure near the end of the encode. In this video, I'm going to walk you through the exact fixes step by step so you can get your file exported successfully. And if this tutorial helps, make sure to hit like and subscribe for more quick software fixes just like this. First, let's handle the most common issue, a stuck HandBrake worker process. If HandBrake crashed during a previous encode, a zombie process can stay alive in the background. That leftover process can cause every new encode to fail with a processing error. To fix that, completely close HandBrake first, then press Ctrl, Shift, and Escape to open Task Manager. If Task Manager opens in the simple view, expand it so you can see all tabs. Click on the Details tab and look for any instance of HandBrake.Worker.exe. If you find it, right-click it and select End Process Tree. This is important because ending only one process may leave related background tasks running. Once that is done, reopen HandBrake and try the encode again. If you still get the error, the next thing to check is whether your graphics card is causing the failure. Windows can kill a video processing task if the GPU takes too long to respond, and this is very common when you are encoding 4K footage or using high-quality settings. To reduce that risk, open HandBrake and go to Tools, then Preferences. In the Preferences window, select the Video tab. Find the option labeled Enable Hardware Accelerated Decoding and uncheck it. What this does is move the processing load away from the GPU and onto the CPU. It may run a little slower, but it is often much more stable, especially for complex or high-resolution video files. After changing that setting, close the Preferences window and test the encode again. Now let's talk about a different type of error that usually happens right at the end of the progress bar. If your encode reaches 99% and then fails, that is often a muxing issue. In other words, HandBrake may have successfully processed the video, but the output container could not close properly. To fix this, go to the Summary tab inside HandBrake. Look at the format setting and switch it to a different container. For example, if you were using MP4, try MKV instead. Then go to the Video tab and make sure peak frame rate is selected. MKV is generally more forgiving than MP4 when there are small processing problems, so if MKV works, that tells you the issue was likely related to MP4 header settings or the container format itself. If you still need more clues, HandBrake's activity log can give you a much better idea of what is really going wrong. Open the activity log using the notepad icon in the top right corner of the HandBrake window. Then search for the exit code near the end of the log. If you see 0xC0000005, that usually means an access violation. A simple fix for that is to right-click HandBrake and choose Run as Administrator, then try the encode again. If you see 0xC0000374, that points to heap corruption, and the best fix is usually to update your graphics drivers to the latest studio version. If you see a message like Muxer, track 0 has no packets, that usually means the encoder crashed before the file could finish. In that case, go back to the main tab and switch the video encoder to H.264 using X264. That helps you test whether your GPU encoder is the problem. So to recap, if HandBrake says your file is corrupt or keeps failing during processing, start by ending the stuck worker process, then turn off hardware accelerated decoding, then try switching from MP4 to MKV, and finally use the activity log to identify the exact exit code. In many cases, one of those fixes will solve the issue immediately and save you a lot of time. If this video helped, please give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next troubleshooting guide. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.